And when we are separating some objects within the same print function, and we can use them. And as well as end in the sense, that the meaning of the end. And when it comes to print function end, let's say what is happening. End is printed after the values are printed. It's default into a new line. Normally, it's kind of function which is coming into a new line, as well as uh, finally something we can print. Clear? And as well as file is object where the values are printed and its default value of sys.std out. Okay. Anyway, to make you understand, make you clear about these few functions, I just prepare one example. And once you are doing this example, you can have an idea regarding the variables what we can pass with the print function. Okay, and let me just show you the example. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I think you all can see the example. Let's start doing this, and sometimes I may add some extra lines as well. Try to do this. Try to do this, and sometimes you can use your what do you call laptops, or as mobile is also still okay. No problem. Once you are completed, you can copy and paste it into your chat box. Then I can guarantee that you are doing your exercises currently. Make it quick, guys. You have a lot to learn today. No one has still pasted your answer. One more thing, guys, and ask your friends to come for the lecture, because I'm not going to do this all the online lectures on the physical classes when it comes to next week. Because of that, you have to join me the lecture. Ask your friends to come, or else they are going to lose some knowledge. Okay, I think the time is enough. And next, we are moving into another example which is there in your slides. Uh, do that as well quickly. Please do this example quickly to move into next topic. Oh, sorry. You can understand how we can separate, how we can print something in the end of the printout. Likewise, we can have an idea, clear idea. Separate symbols we can use. Paste a screenshot once you complete this example. Anyone who's still writing the program? Done? Done? Everyone? Okay. Last example for the print and the, I think, yes. And we can do this one and complete the print function. Then we are moving into the input function. Make it quick, guys, and just a screenshot once you complete these output. Think about the indentations. Here you have some single line code. It as example here you can see this is one line, one single line here. You can you need to identify them, and this is another. This is third one, something like that. Keep your focus and do the exercise. Make it quick, guys. Only 5 students completed their task. What about the others? Anyone who's still doing the task, guys? You need any more time? You all need to do exercises, or else the programming is kind of it's kind of technical thing. By looking into a lesson or by listening into videos, or if you are not doing that particularly, or the as a practical, you are not going to gain some skills, programming skills. You have to do that. That's why I'm allocating some time to do these all the exercises. Sometimes I will be giving you some extra exercises as well. And you need to go through with these all the questions and answers. Then only you are going to learn. By doing, you need to learn. By correcting some errors, you are going to learn. Errors are normally opportunities when it comes to programming. They're giving us some time, some opportunity to learn some programming concepts when it comes to a what do you call error. Unless we do not call them as errors, sometimes they may be exceptions as well. Exception in the sense kind of unexpected situation in the programming environment. You may arise errors or the unexpected situation or else exceptions in the programming environment as a beginning. Is that time enough, guys? Can we go into next slide? Problem is you all are not going to talk. You're not going to talk, meaning I cannot understand what you all are doing. And as well as I need response. Your response is very important to effective lecture when it comes to, especially in the online mode. Okay, do it quickly and paste your answer into chat box. Okay, then I think the time I have given is enough, and then we can move into the next section. Okay, next section is about input. We already discussed regarding the print function. Print function is to get some outputs on the screen. Maybe sometimes maybe by using another project or another output device. And as well as when we are giving input into the programming environment, we have to use input input function. Input function in the sense it's again a kind of predefined function or else a library function. And here we can see when we are giving inputs to the programming environment, we can use this input method. Sometimes we use that in the last class as well. Anyway, you have to practice this one with one example. I will provide this function to read a line of text from a standard input, which by default comes from the keyboard. Okay, keyboard is our main input method when it comes to programming, and because of that, we have this input method to grab these all the inputs which are coming from the keyboard. Okay, this is one example which you can execute in the Python shell. For us, what you can do there is you can turn one of previous example by using what do you call is input function. Okay, or else let me do find out one example for you guys to understand this. Okay, here you have one simple example. You can do this example and paste your answer in the what do you call the chat box. Guys, did you practice these tuples and dictionaries and list? Can anyone remember? Did you practice them? Okay. I think up to now we have completed all the exercises which were there in the part 3, Python part 3. After that, we can continue with the no, sorry, part 2 we already completed. We can move into the part 3, I guess. Here, control structures we discussed, and selections in Python, repetition in Python, keywords, print function and input function. These are all the topics we discussed basically. And then I think the second part, yes, part 2 is completed. Part 2 is completed, and then we can move into the part 3. Okay. I'm going to not go. I'm not going to go with the lesson learning outcomes, and we are coming into the topic called strings or as special data types. When it comes to Python language, we have something called special data types. There are some few data types when it comes to Python, and very first one is strings. String in the sense uh, basically text. Basically, we need to populate or else manipulate text in the programming environment, and for that we can use string data type. Okay, strings are almost the most popular type in the Python language. Most of the time we are manipulating Python, um, manipulating text or the strings when it comes to Python most of the time. And as example, when it comes to data analytics and all, we have to deal with the text or also strings. And we can create them simply by enclosing characters in the code. And we can go for this with the single or double quotes. When it comes to Java and other programming languages, a double quote is exactly need to be there. And but when it comes to Python language, either single low double or a single low yes double we can use. Yeah. And Python treats single quotes as the same as double quotes. I told you that. And even though you are using single quotes, it works like double quotes. No problem. Python does not support character type. Python doesn't have character data types when it comes to what do you call Java and C Sharp and other type, the other object-oriented based programming languages. They have a data type called character. Only one character they can use as two when it comes to these kind of data types. But when it comes to strings, sorry, when it comes to Python, we don't have any character types, not available. Clear? So that to do that, we can use our string types. Yeah, string by using a string type, we can store one character in there. No problem. Clear? And to access substrings, use the square brackets for slicing along with the index or indicates to obtain your substring. Okay, when it comes to what do you call? When it comes to a string, we can divide into substrings. When it comes to hello world, we can divide it into two substrings. Likewise, uh, each and every letter we have an index number. You can remember we discussed that thing in the class. H in the sense it's zeroth index. E in the sense it's first index. Likewise, second, third, fourth, and fifth and sixth. Likewise, we have indentations. For us, index numbers are available when it comes to these or the characters. We can use them. We can access these letters separately by using our index numbers. No worries. Here, they have taken two variables. First one is var1 equal hello world. They have used only single quotes. You can see this. Clear? And as well as they have initiated another variable. They have taken another variable. The name as var2. var2, and it's equal Python programming. Previous example, if you clearly look into this, they have used single quotes, and as well as when it comes to second variable, they have the storing. They have already stored this string with these double quotes. That's what you have to understand. Clear? And when we are compiling these what do you call this example, if you're writing a Python script by using those two lines, and it doesn't return any errors for the exceptions, because these two types are accepting when it comes to Python language. Okay, we're going to go for a very simple example. You can go for this and string example. var1 equal hello world, and var2 equal Python programming. And as well as you can use that square brackets they have used. Why the purpose of having square brackets? We can use index numbers. Clear? If you are referring into 0, what would be the output? Only h will be printing. Why is that? 0th index, in the sense very first index of the var1. Here, very first index is h. That's why the very first output would be showing h letter. Clear? And 1 to 5 you can use colon. 1 to 5 in the sense y t h o. These letters will be printing. Clear? And as well as 15, we are going to use the 15 index, but we will be getting an error because that index number is not available here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only up to 11 indexes we have when it comes to one, and we are trying to access 15th one. It doesn't have. It is not available. Because of that only, this error is going to pop up. Clear? String index out of range. Access or something like that. Okay, guys, do this example as well, and to quickly do this example and paste a screenshot into the chat box. Are we all ready, guys? Done, guys? Are you all sleeping? The people are engaging in the exercises. I don't know what about the others. Okay, I think the time is enough. If you have any questions, you can ask, no problem. And we are moving into second special data type, which is list. The list is the most versatile data type available in Python. Most of the time, when it comes to data analytics and all, most of the time we are using list. Yeah, most of the time we have to deal with the list, and because of that, they are saying that it's kind of very popular type in the Python language. And when we are comparing with the other languages, it's arrays. Yeah, but when it comes to Python, we call them as list, which can be written as the list of commas separated values items between square brackets. When we are defining a list, we have to use what do you call square brackets. In that square bracket, we can separate data items uh, by using a comma. That's what they are saying. And as well as good thing about list, that item in the list need not all have in the same time. But when it comes to other data types, programming languages like Java and the C Sharp, these all the list or the arrays need to be there in the very same data type. When we are storing data, all the data should be in the same data type. Maybe sometimes integer, maybe sometimes string. All the data need to be stored in the same data type. But when it comes to list, That's the main advantage when it comes to Python language. When we are storing data, whatever data type that we need to store, these all the data items can be stored inside a single list. We don't need to go for separate list due to the data type issue when we are comparing with the other languages. But in here, it's kind of very advantage. It's kind of a nice advantage when it comes to list. We can store whatever the data item that we have. Okay, and as well as the items in the list can be updated. Programming environment itself, we can update it. And you need to focus here something. Focus in the sense you can see that list 1, list 2, list 3. Likewise, we have 3 lists, and first one is list 1, and this is first item, which is physics. This is second example, which is chemistry, and this is third item, which is 1997, and this is your fourth item, which is 2000. Here, 1997 and 2000, you can understand they are number type. They are not strings. But when it comes to physics and chemistry, they are strings. Yeah. First thing you need to understand here is strings and number types all together we can use inside the same list. That's what you need to learn from this example. And as well as separately, they have used numbers here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like only they have used what do you call numbers. Here we are not using double quotes since they are not string types. And as well as list 3, one example, A, B, C, D. Likewise, they have used characters or the strings by using double quotes. That's what you have to understand. And 3 examples. And as well as separately, we can access these all the items. Here, sometimes you may require to access into first element of first list. How we are going to access? Corresponding index numbers we can use. Index numbers in the sense, so always index numbers are 0 based. Index numbers are starting from 0. Physics, this is the first item, and the index number of these physics is what do you call 0. How we can find out the index number, guys? We can use a very simple formula. If you know the element number, this is first element, second element, third element, and fourth element. We have 4 elements when it comes to first list. If you know the element number, you can find out the index number. How we can find out that? Always we can minus 1. We can go for element number minus 1 is equal to what? Index number. Here, always we can produce 1 from the element number, then you will be able to find out the corresponding index number, something like that. And physics is 0th index, and chemistry is first index. This is third. This is 0th, first, second, and third. Something like that. Okay, how many elements are there when it comes to list 1? We have 4 elements. Yeah, 4 elements, and physics is the first element and holding up the 0th index. Chemistry is second element, it is holding the first index, and 1997, that is our third element, which is holding the second index. Likewise, these can be continued, and it's very simple formula. You can remember that. Okay, these are example for the list, and quickly do this example. We have 2 lists: physics, chemistry. Likewise, we previously explained, and by using square brackets, we can access into what elements here. List 1 0th index. This is the 0th index, something like this. And please do this example to understand list data type in the Python language. Make it quick, guys. Any questions, guys? If you have anything to ask, you are free to ask. I am free to answer. You can ask anything related to the lesson. Are you all still doing the exercise? Do you have any specific errors you have to solve out? Please let me know. I can help you out. Okay, moving into the next slide, guys. Okay, we are going to talk about tuples. You have already talked about the list, and when it comes to tuples, that is also like list. There is a very small different when it comes to the tuples. A tuple is a sequence of immutable Python objects. What's the meaning of immutable? Can anyone tell me? Mutable and immutable. Mutable and immutable. What's the difference? Simple as an immutable in the sense cannot change, not changing like. Yeah. Let's see what they're saying here. A tuple is sequence of immutable Python objects. If you can remember in the when it comes to list, in their abbreviation, we had an abbreviation called in the later time we can what do you call update the text. Clear? Here, what is going to happen there is the only difference is in the tuples, data cannot change. Once we assign some data, these assigned data cannot change. Clear? Something like that they are saying. Tuples are sequences, and just like list same like list, there is a no much different. But when it comes to the tuples, the different here they are going to highlight. The only difference is that tuples cannot be changed. Tuples cannot be changed. Data items cannot be changed. But when it comes to list, if you clearly look into this, here items in the list can be updated. But when it comes to what do you call tuples, it's and as well as when we are looking into the parentheses or as brackets, they are using normal parentheses. Here, the previously when it comes to links, we use only square brackets. When it comes to tuples, the tuples are normally using parentheses. Here, tuple 1, tuple 2, tuple 3, and it's going on to tuple 5. As example, physics, chemistry, 1997 and 2000. Same like previously we can assign, or else we can store some items or the elements. Physics is same like previous: first element, second element, third and fourth, something like that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 number type. It's another tuple, and same like previously we discussed A, B, C, D. That's there as our tuple 3. And in tuple also we can create tuple with the value comma is needed. Yeah. When we are separating two items in the same what do you call it? Same tuple, we need to separate them by using the comma. Okay, and then we can move into the example. Same like previous example, it's also very simple example. Please do this example and let me know once you are completed this example. Guys, I will still doing. Few people has uploaded the screenshots. Who's doing it still? Make it quick, guys. Make it quick, guys. Oh yes, I think even time is enough. Then we are coming into another special data type, which is dictionary. Dictionary. I think I can remember the week we discussed these things. Okay, anyway. Dictionary is mutable. Container type enclosed in parentheses. Yeah. And mutable, immutable, you can remember now, right? In previously we discussed that. This is kind of, what do you call it? Immutable, cannot change. But when it comes to dictionary, in the programming environment itself, we can update. That's why they call it as mutable. Clear? And dictionaries consists of pairs. Pairs in the sense it's the data can be stored as a couple. That's what. Whole items of keys and their corresponding values. We have keys and as well as corresponding values of these keys also can be true. Each key is separated from a value by a colon. Keys are unique when in the dictionary, while values may not. Okay, you can see here. First dictionary. Let's focus on this. The dictionary name is Dick, and it has started from the curly bracket, and it has nicely closed by using a curly bracket here. And allies is a name they have used. According to that name, they have stored a value. Both are strings. Because of that only, they have used single quotes here. This is one item. This is one item. Then this item has been separated by a comma. Then this is your second item. And as well as separating by using a comma, this is your third. What do you call? This is your third item. And as well as the second one, dictionary one, and it has only one item. And as well as here, you can see they have used strings and numbers both together. And this is our third example. Okay, I think you can understand the concept, and we can store values as a pair. Clear? Name is Zara, age is 7, class is first. Something like this. Clear? One example. A name is Zara, and age is 7, and class is first. Something like that. 3 items we have. Altogether, we have 6, but we only have 3 items. This is just like your phone book. Clear? In the phone book, you have your name and corresponding phone number, something like that. And this is one very simple example to demonstrate dictionaries in Python. Do this example again, same scenario. You need to take a screenshot and paste it into chat box. Is that completed, guys? Only 7 students completed the exercise. Now wait. What about the others? Is that completed, students? Try to complete it soon, guys. We can then move into the next part. Okay, guys, we are moving into the functions. Okay, you have to clearly understand these particular concept. Functions. Function in the sense, I told you that we have two types of main functions. and inbuilt functions are there, or else we can call them as library functions. And the second thing is user-defined functions. As example, input and print. These are examples to user-defined library functions, or else library functions, or else we can call them as inbuilt functions. Then here we are going to talk about the user-defined functions. User-defined functions in the sense of, as a user, I can define some functions to carry out some outputs, to do some manipulations in the programming environment. I can define some functions. There, as example, when we are using input function, we can input data into the programming environment. Yeah, it is already defined. Because of that, we don't need to define. But when it comes to our functionalities and our requirements, most of the time we have to define our user-defined functions to establish our solutions. Clear? Because of that, we need to understand this particular concept clearly. Let's talk about functions. Function blocks begin with the keyword def, def. I have taken this from define keyword, and anyway, the keyword is def, followed by the function name and parenthesis, followed by the function name and the parenthesis. You have to use a function name. Clear? Whatever the data item they are in the programming environment, we need to have a name to identify that particular thing identically. Maybe data items, maybe functions, maybe modules, whatever the component, we need to name them. Clear? We also have our names. Clear? And as well as here, when it comes to names, once we given the name for the function, finally we need to use parentheses. Yeah, by looking into the parentheses, we can understand that particular thing is kind of function. That's the indication. And as well as these parentheses, for these parentheses, we can input some parameters. Likewise, we talk about the classroom. If you can remember, to calculate the area of the room, we have to use two parameters. Something like that, we can pass parameters inside a function. Clear? And yes, okay. And any input parameters are or arguments should be placed within those parentheses. You can also define parentheses inside those parentheses. You can remember that when we are discussing flowcharts, I guess, flowcharts or pseudocodes, we can use parentheses to input parameters. When we are calculating, when we are defining a function to calculate the area, we need to pass two variables or else parameters or else arguments to calculate that particular area. These parameters need to perform or else need to pass within these opening and closing brackets. That's what you have to understand. The first statement of a function can be an optional statement, the documentation stream of the function, doc stream. You don't think about this. You don't have to think about that. But anyway, it's kind of optional one you can do, or else you can skip that part. Practically, we'll discuss. The code block within the every function start with a colon and intended. And you can remember the indentations we discussed, right? And here as well, when we are using a function, when we are declaring a function, we need to use def, then function name as an example, sample function, then opening closing brackets. Again, colon need to be there and hit enter. Then indentation you need to think about. You need to think about the indentations as well. The statement return expression exists a function, optionally passing back to the expression of the code. A return statement will no arguments is there as written now. Okay, let's go for an example. Let's talk about this example first. Here, firstly, we are coming to the function declaration or else function definition. How they have defined the function, guys? They have started with the def keyword. They have started with the def keyword. And as well as print me, this is function name. This is the function name. And after that, we have opening and closing parentheses. You can see them. Clear? Within them, within the opening and closing parentheses, you have str. Str in the sense this is kind of a string parameter. We are going to pass. Clear? Finally, we have colon. Then we need to hit enter. Clearly, you can remember hit enter. Then automatically indentation is going to be set up. Clear? This is optional. This part is optional. I told you that. If you need to describe the what do you call the function, you can use a string like this. And inside the function, we have two code lines. First one is printing a string and the return. When it comes to function, if you can remember, we discussed this thing in the slightly in the pseudocodes. Clear? And if you have a return keyword inside the function, it would be a function here. Or else it would be a procedure. If that function is not returning a value, meaning it is a procedure. If there is a return keyword, meaning it's a function, something like that. Clear? Okay. Def in the sense keyword, print me in the sense function name. We have given that name. Whatever name you prefer, you can give it give as your program function name. Then opening and closing parentheses. Within parentheses, you can pass your parameters. Yeah, maybe one, maybe two, maybe three. Whatever the parameter count you have, you can pass them into the, and you need to keep a colon and hit enter. Then you can write down your expected outcome. Clear? This function declaration, this program is not going to run from the def keyword. From the beginning, this is not going to run. Then program is going to start from here, guys. Why is that? Defining a function is okay, no problem at all. You can define any number of functions that are inside the programming environment. But the thing is, once you define the function, we need to call that function to run. If it is not, that function is not going to run. Clear? You can see they have highlighted the function name here in the red color. Now, this is a comment. Now you can call print me function. Print me here. In the parentheses, they are passing one string. Calling the function by using function name. That's what they have done here. Here, this print me is the function name. By using function name, we can call this function. Clear? And as well as this function is always expecting a string to be passed. Here, string parameter need to pass to execute or call this particular function. Clear? Here. As well as once you define a function, that function can call any number of times. Any number of times we can call. Clear? Okay. Let's try to develop one, what do you call example. Okay, student, you can understand here. Function definition is here. Function definition, and this is def in the sense it's the keyword. We have to use keywords, the def keyword to define a function. Print in the sense again, it's the name, and opening close in parentheses need to be there to be a function. And this is the parameter name that I have passed, as well as colon, and then hit enter. And I have written 2 lines, uh, printing a string. The past value is going to be printed with the print and printing inbuilt method. And as well as finally, we have return keyword since it is kind of function. And when it's only defining a function is not going to execute, not going to come out the output. To run this particular function, we need to call them. How we can call is we can use the function name to call and opening closing parentheses, and string need to be passed here. Whatever the string you define, you can input the string, and that particular string will be printing with this line. You have to understand this. And many times you can call as well. How many times you need to call? You can call. Something like this. Run this program and as a screenshot it into your chat box. Oh, guys, I think you have completed the example. And we are coming into the different topic inside the function, inside the same topic, functions. I have sent you a image via the chat box, and let's see what it says. Okay, guys, when we are calling a function, the function call can be categorized into two main. One is call by value. The second thing is call by reference. These are two types which we can find out when it comes to function call. Now you have an idea regarding function call. We have defined a function and as well as we call that function to execute. And as well as when we are passing parameters into a function, two types of call we can identify. Again, I am telling call by value, one type, and the second thing is call by reference. Those two types are available. When it comes to call by value, see what they are saying. Call by value. The value of the argument is passed to the function. The value of the argument is passed to the function. Actual value is going to pass inside the function. It comes to call by value. And as well as they are saying copies of arguments are manipulated. Original one is not going to manipulated. Copies of arguments are manipulated, thus leaving actual value unaffected. The actual value is going to keep somewhere else and making a copy, and that copy is going to manipulate it. Yeah, this is when it comes to call by value, it's talking about the passing variables into the function. Yeah, original value is not going to manipulated. Copy of that value is going to manipulated when it comes to call by value. And as well as require additional memory for storing copies of values. When it comes to lot of data, when it comes to lot of value type data, it would be a very big problem ultimately. Why? Always they are taking a copy in the sense too much memory wasting. But when it comes to call by reference, it is kind of advanced. Let's say the reference of the variable address is passed to the function. Copy is not going, they are not going to make a copy. What they are doing, the, the actual variable address they are going to pass. The reference of the variable address is passed to the function. Value is not going to pass, or else copy is not, one of copy is not going to pass. Actual memory address is going to pass into the function. It comes to call by reference. And as well as the actual value is affected. Why is that? Actual value is affected. Why is that? Actual only actual value is going to pass. When we are making changes to that particular value, actual value is going to affect it. That's what they are saying. Since the function directly manipulates the value stored at the address, copy is not going to edit it. Original value is going to be manipulated. Can also use pointer values in this method. Pointer values in the sense when it comes to data types, we have value types data and as well as we have reference type data. And as well as when it comes to list and what do you call dictionaries and all, they are categorizing into reference type variables. And when it comes to other data types, other programming languages like Python, Java or C Sharp, when it comes to the very basic example is an array. They are reference type. Arrays are always reference type. As example, when it comes to call by value or as value type variables, integer is kind of value type. String integer is kind of value type as example. Likewise, the call by reference and call by value, we have different two types of function calling. And for them, we have two examples. After that, we can go for the modules. Okay. And we'll try to understand by doing two examples. And I'm shifting into the call by value. Here, function definition is the define area. The function name is area, def in the sense it's keyword. And two parameters they are passing. Two parameters, value type parameters are passing. Pi value and the radius. Clear? Pi value they have given 3.14159, and then how we are going to calculate the area is pi value into radius and into radius, something like this. Clear? Finally, we are returning the area. This is the function, same like previously defined. But here, when it comes to signature of the function or as a parameter list, we have two parameters. Now you can call the area function. How we can call? Here, pi value we need to initiate, and then we are calling the function by using print function. Radius is 5, and area, when we are calling the area, or else when we are calculating the area, we need to call area function. Here, function name they have used, and opening closing parenthesis, and within bracket, so the parenthesis, we need to pass the pi value and the radius. Then final outcome will return by using the return keyword. Clear? They have they have called 3 times the same function. Let's take the output when it comes to. Let's take the example output by doing this by defining this particular function. This is function definition, and as well as we have function call here. Let's do this, guys. Okay, guys, and we are moving into the next example called by reference. If you are looking into this example, you can see that one list we have input in as the first parameter. Told you that list are categorizing into reference type variables. Okay, try to finish this quickly, guys. Oh guys, we are moving into the final topic. Today's final topic, which is modules. Let's talk about this. When our program grows bigger, it's good idea to break it into different modules. The module is file containing Python definitions and statements. Python modules have file name and end with the extension of py. What is happening over there in the sense, you know that for the demonstrations we are creating or we are developing very small programs. But when it comes to our context, when it comes to our context, uh, when we are considering regarding the scope of the program, when we are increasing the scope, more and more codes need to be there in the programming environment. Because of that, more codes meaning more complexity. More code always becoming the more complexity of the manipulation of the program. And because of that, what we can do there is, if our program is very bigger, this develop program can make as a module. Clear? And we can save that particular written code as a module. Clear? If we have this particular module in the same location that we are executing our program, we can add the particular pre-written module inside our programming functionality. Let's say we have a module called math. That math module, we have all the functionalities of mathematics. Mathematics regarded all the functions are there maybe inside that particular module. Do we really need to write these all the functions again and again? No. Answer is no. Why? We have already saved these all the functionalities as a module. Then when we are required to have these all the pre-written pre-written math functions, we can import pre-written module into current context. That can be performed. Clear? Here, definitions inside the module can be imported into another module for the interactive interpreter in Python. We use import keyword to do this. Clear? If you have a pre-written code, pre-written saved module, or else that saved modules can be imported into the current program. Let's say we can import functions or variables declared in the modules. Include the previous area, we have area function. Okay? Area calculating function is there. This one. Clear? Area and sub functions. Both, if you need to have both, we can go with both. Function in a module name mod1 and call them from a program with import command. Clear? Okay. Uh, let's try to do this thing. Copying this. Okay. Then what they are asking us to do there is, we can have several functions. So they are in the module. Let's say You can see this is my program, and I'm going to save this as mod1, mod01.py. Extension should be py. Clear? And I'm saving this program. As well as I'm opening a new file, and I'm writing something like this. I think you can see both programs. So this one and this one. We need to use keyword import. Import. The program name is mod1. mod01. I think you can see much bigger. Mod1. And we can call a function which is there inside the mod1 module. mod01 dot, using dot we can access into functions. They are inside the mod1 module. In the module we have a function called area. We can call that here by giving two values. 3.14, this is a pi value, and as well as is the radius. Clear? Then we can run the program. You can see the program is running smoothly. Here, you can see the output. Output is coming. Output is coming, but you have to understand the theory here. When it comes to this file, we don't have any area function over there. But inside the module, we have area function. Yeah, what we did was inside the module 1, there is an area function. We are calling that by using a dot, and in that particular area function, we need it's expecting two parameters. First parameter is pi value, and the second parameter is radius. Something like this. Once we execute this program, the pre-written code and the pre-written function is loading from the module 1. Mod1 function, or else this is kind of module. This is a concept of what? Modules in the Python environment. Okay, you can practice this one. And program is pre-written code. This is the module. can see the name mod1.py. This is the module that we have created. Inside the module, we have area function. By using another program, we can import these all the rewritten codes into this environment, and I'm calling area function from a different Python program. We can import the module here. Here's a keyword. We can import. Once we import, we can use all the functionality which are there in the module. Okay. These are things we need to talk when it comes to Python, and Python part 3 as well we have completed today. And ask other friends to watch this video. I think a video will be stored, and when they are coming to the next lecture, they have to go through with this video and ask them to come. Clear? And few examples we have to discuss when it comes to Python in the next class. After that, we are starting Visual Studio, programming with C# language. And you all need to set up your laptops, install Visual Studio 2019 version. 2019 is good, and 2022 also there, but I'm recommending you all to install 2019 version, and as well as later time you need to install the what do you call SQL management system as well, and MS SQL server software you need to install. These two softwares need to install to work with C# language. Okay. Anyway, if you have any questions, you can ask, or else we can wind up the session for today. And next week we will be starting .NET environment, working with .NET environment, or else C# language we are going to start. Okay. If you have anything to ask, you can ask, or else we can wind up the session. Are you all clear? Are you all clear today's lecture? Yes. Okay, guys, and thank you very much. And I'll be meeting you physically in the next week. Tomorrow onwards, operations are normal when it comes to ESOF, and physical lectures starting by tomorrow, but you don't have, I think. If you have classes, physically you have that info the classes on tomorrow. And yes, okay. Have a nice evening. Thank you very much.